Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Antonisha and I am the owner of Heaven on Earth Company. Right before you see these beautiful vessels that I have created. I wanted to take what I have done and share with others who are interested in making vessels, not only for candles, but also for potting flowers. If you are interested in what you see, keep on watching. And if you really like what you see, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so the materials that you will need to gather for this project are gloves, a mask, a container that you don't mind getting extremely messy, cement all, acrylic paint, something to stir your concrete with, a silicone mold of your choosing, sandpaper, and water. So the first thing that you guys are going to want to do is measure out your cement all. I used a solo cup and I just filled it up with cement. I took and I poured this into my bucket, pouring about a third of the cup in. You guys are going to want to use your masks because of all the dust that comes up. You don't want to breathe that in. The next thing that you guys are going to want to do is grab your cup of water. And in this video, I eyeballed how much water. But I want you guys to keep in mind that a little goes a long way when it comes to working with this cement all. You just pour a little bit in. At first it's going to be clumpy and stiff and thick, but you're just going to pour a very little bit of water at a time. The consistency that we are going for is pancake batter. You guys will see a little later on in the video why you should be at pancake batter or just a smidge before pancake batter. So here I saw that my mixture was a little too watery. So I'm just taking my cement all and I am adding it to my mixture to thicken it up some. Guys, it is super important to stir. Whew, when I tell you guys that this is a whole arm workout, my arms are so tired, but you don't want any clumps or lumps or bumps in your mixture because that will cause problems when it sets. And nobody has time for that. Nobody wants those problems. Favorite part, and that is adding color. So what I do is I eyeball my acrylic paint. I use a little at a time. I don't go ahead and throw a bunch of acrylic paint in there. So I'll pour a little bit at a time, mix it in, see how the color turns out, and if I need to add more, I'll add a little more. So I don't have an exact measurement of how much I have added, but I go based on the color that it's turned. Okay, so I get my marble effect by adding in a little bit of the color of my choosing and just dragging it around. I'm not mixing it in like I did the blue, but just dragging it so that in the bucket it just kind of gives it a marble effect. Okay guys, so when you are pouring your concrete into your mold, you are going to want to tap the sides after each time you pour. Doing this helps to bring the bubbles that form on the inside of the mold from the air that's in there and the concrete that's being poured in. So you guys are going to see me pour, tap, tap, tap. When you see me grabbing the sides, I'm just, giving it a tap on the table as well. And I'm going to repeat this a lot. I may have done this right here for about 3 full minutes in total. Doing this once again helps to bring air bubbles up and prevents there from being small holes. When you guys are pouring as well, one tip for you guys is to fill your mold to the brim, or as close to the brim as possible. This will help you to have a clean vessel when you take it out of the mold. This will cut down on how much sanding you have to do, and it will make your finished product look amazing. So here my vessels are done drying. You will now see me pop them out of the molds. I'm not really sure why this part of the video is like this, but yeah, it's okay. So earlier in the video, I gave you guys a tip and told you to pour your concrete mixture right to the rim of your molds. As you guys can see, I did have to sand because I did go a little bit over, and it may just be my OCD. Those are like, it's not a lot that spilled over. I could have just broken it off with my hands, but I just wanted to be nice and clean, so I went over everything with my sandpaper, just to make sure that all the edges were uniform and nothing was too sharp. Lovelies, you guys have made it this far, and of course I've made a mistake already. So I forgot to mention when I explained to you guys the products that you'll be needing. 3 important products, which are rubbing alcohol, foam brushes, and your sealant. how are you going to be able to use these if they're not sealed? So what I'm doing right now is just taking a small amount of sealant and painting it onto my vessels. On the outside of my vessels, I did 1 to 2 coats, and on the inside, I did a minimum of 2 coats. I would suggest for you guys to do 2 coats at minimum on the inside. The outside, you don't really have to do sealant if you don't want to, if that's a look that you're going for. For the purpose of this video, I just did the whole entire vessel just to let you guys know how, you know, the sealant worked and everything. And this sealant is actually a semi-gloss sealant. I'm going to link everything below to help you guys. Okay guys, and here is our final result. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I really hope that I was able to help someone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys again on our next video. Bye!